Hello Pisces, and welcome to your reading today. I hope you're all doing well as always, and if you are joining me for the first time, you are very welcome. Please, if you do enjoy the video, please do subscribe to the channel. It really helps while I'm trying to rebuild the channel, so that would really help. And don't forget to like. Got that out of the way now. Right, let's get started. Let's see. Spirit are throwing cards at me already. They do that when I chat too much. So let's get started, Pisces. We're looking at the messages Spirit have for you at the moment, any energies that are coming in, and any steps you need to take. So we start with solitude, Pisces. Destiny. Love seeing the Destiny card. Love it. I think especially as a Pisces, as you know, well, you may not know, I'm a Pisces too. And there's just something very magical about that Destiny card. We have obstacles and challenges. We have trapped in fear. Okay. I was going to look bottom of the deck, but they're saying to me shuffle. So clearly the bottom of the deck card wasn't right. So let's pick another one. We have sacrifice. Okay, I'm going to put it on the bottom of the deck so that we can put it there. Okay, I hope you can see that more or less. Okay, Pisces, let's get started. I do feel that some of you have been taking a lot of time out wherever you can at the moment. I know that's not always easy, especially if you are leading a busy family life, but I do feel that Pisces, you've either been taking this time or feeling the need for some solitude recently. And I know the energies, I mean, I'm not an astrologer by any means, well, at all, to be frank, but in terms of the planetary movements and things, it's having a big impact at the moment, and particularly on Pisces. So if you felt the need to withdraw, or the need for that just downtime, or to just literally be on your own, then that isn't unusual for you at the moment, Pisces. It's something that you're needing for some particular reason. Now, for some of you, in fact, for quite a few of you, I feel, you're questioning where life's going to take you, how you want the rest of your life to be, trying to figure out what your destiny is, you know. It's in those quiet times of reflection, isn't it, that we actually get clarity of thought. And just have, you know, when you haven't got all the cluttery voices going on around you, and you can just literally be alone with your own thoughts, it's then that things become clearer. And it may be that some of you are really thinking about what your destiny is, what it looks like, you know, what you're meant to be achieving here on earth. You know, those sorts of feelings. We know that Pisces is a very spiritual card, the most intuitive sign, the most intuitive sign of the deck. God. Obviously I'm meant to focus on the cards, but we do know that, you know, intuition incredibly strong and very spiritually connected. So it's almost like you're questioning, you know, as I said, what your destiny is, which way you're being led, you know, what you can do to move further forward. We'll pull some tarot in a minute to see what they're advising and what they're guiding. You may feel that in trying to reach your destiny, or, you know, the point you want to reach in life, you may feel that it's been beset with obstacles and challenges. I mean, as a Pisces, I do know, you know, that's certainly how my life's been recently. In fact, for quite a long time. For some Pisceans, it goes back years. I'm talking 10 years, you know, and I do think there's something astrological that has affected that. I don't know the details, so I'm not even going to pretend, because that wouldn't be authentic, would it? But, you know, it does feel like we've been tested over and over again. And so you may feel that these obstacles and challenges are getting in the way of you achieving or being clear about what your destiny is. And maybe there's a message here about, you know, not letting everyday stuff get in the way of those, you know, lone times where you can actually see things more clearly. Some of you have been struggling somewhat, Pisces. Maybe some of you are afraid to make big changes in your life because you've had a series of obstacles and challenges. Some of you are feeling depleted. This person looks exhausted and, you know, they're sitting there. The sun is shining over there, but they're not feeling the sun. They're sitting in the darkness. There's almost like a Nine of Swords energy here, where it's like a self-imposed imprisonment almost in your mind, you know, where it's like it says, you're trapped in fear, afraid to make those changes. I'm going to love seeing what tarot they bring out with that, because, you know, that is very significant here. And it almost feels, as I said, like a lot of Pisceans are feeling really drained at the moment. Let me know if that applies to you. Obviously, it's going to be different for everybody, but because this is a general reading, so, you know, just take what resonates for you. But there is definitely something here. And it's interesting because the cards are almost, I would have liked them in another order, to be honest, because it almost feels like the challenges should have come first and then this came later. But I do think this is more about you taking the time to focus on your destiny, on your path that feels right to you, but having the frustration of having had obstacles and challenges, and therefore it's left you feeling afraid to follow your path. You've had to make sacrifices along the way. And what's interesting is that under this card, we see suffering in silence. So I do think that for a lot of Pisceans, you've maybe just had to get on with it. You know, you've maybe, again, I mean, I love this card because look, she's got her eye on the sunny environment ahead of her, the light environment, the inspirational environment, on her destiny. But for some reason, she's stuck here because this fear is going on, these obstacles are going on, you know, and it has felt like you've sacrificed a lot at the moment, Pisces. So let's see how this energy is going to play out and how it's going to lift. Because I'm pretty sure when I did last week's reading that it was, and I'll try and remember to add it on to the, if you haven't seen it, I'll try and remember to pin it at the end of this reading. But I'm pretty sure the last reading we did was really lifted energy and really positive. So this is quite intriguing for me. So let's find out more. Oops, sorry, not a drink of water. Let's use these tarot today because there's, yeah, they just feel right, basically. Let's see. We have Star, a wish fulfillment. Yeah, I do feel that, you know, like I said, a lot of you at the moment are either taking the time, you know, on your own, even moments of time. I always say, even if you go in the bathroom and lock the door, you know, it just, you would hope, give you 5 minutes peace. Probably not if you've got toddlers in the house, but, you know, if you, I do feel some of you are either taking that time already or trying to take that time because you want to focus on more positive outcomes. You want your wishes to be fulfilled. And I think you're trying to figure out, how can I sort this situation? The Star has also a healing energy to it. So this is about how am I going to heal my situation or myself in order to overcome what has been playing out in my life in the background for ages, to enable me to, you know, step towards my destiny, to have my wishes fulfilled. How am I going to pull this off? How's it going to happen? Tell us about the destiny, Spirit, please. Thank you. Again, we have cards sticking together. Wow. Yeah, I do feel you're looking for a new beginning, a fresh start. This is about taking a leap of faith. Spirit is saying, Pisces, it's not going to happen if you sit still. Yes, you need your times of solitude for concentrating on clarity. Concentrating is probably too heavy a word, but for you to feel the messages and to feel the clarity. But, you know, sometimes you just need to take that leap of faith. So if there's a tiny action you can take that will make you feel better, make you feel you're progressing, make you feel you're moving forward, take it, Pisces. Go for it. Because it's not going to come to you while you're sitting still and just contemplating, you know. So there's maybe some action required here on your part. Do bear with me while I shuffle. We've got another set of... Oh, it wasn't you. The reading I did before, I used some new cards and they were so stiff, they were hard to shuffle. It's this one. Yeah, okay. Four of Wands. Okay, this is good news, because beyond the obstacles and challenges that you've been facing for a long time, some of you Pisces, you've got the opportunity now for celebration. But more importantly than that, with the Four of Wands, the Four of Wands puts down a real foundation. Sorry, I was distracted by some small children near a road outside my house, but it's all okay now. Yes, the Four of Wands, the opportunity to overcome the upheaval, the challenges, the obstacles, and actually put down four corners of a foundation, celebrating stability, celebrating something that makes you feel anchored in order for you to build on, basically. It is this leap of faith. It is this new beginning. It is a different way of viewing things. Interesting, I talked about that a bit in the Aquarius reading because they had elements of that in their reading. But it's definitely you feeling like you've overcome obstacles in order to put down a really solid basis, and that is going to make you so happy. Look at the celebrations there, Pisces. And again, Spirit, please, they're stuck together. Oh, for goodness sake. Sorry. I don't know whether I keep dropping them. Spirit, please. Let's get control of these cards. Here we are. Three of Pentacles. There's something about teamwork here as well. You've got people around that will help you, Pisces. So if you're anxious about moving forward, if you are stressed about whether or not you can achieve anything, you've got people around that are willing to work through it with you, which is beautiful. You're not alone in this. So you have that support, you have that teamwork feel about whatever it is. And it doesn't mean to say that you're working on a project or something, because your path to destiny may be to travel the world, but you'll have people along the way helping you, you know, or you'll have just people in your camp supporting you, you know, so you feel like you're not doing it all totally on your own, Pisces. Why do we have this sacrifice, please? Yeah, King of Pentacles. I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? We had sacrifice, we had suffering in silence over there, you know. But the King of Pentacles is very accomplished, but it's taken a while for him to accomplish what he has. He brings a lot of grounded energy. He brings a lot of stability. You know, his financial situation is abundant, I would say, because he's worked for it. So Pisces, don't feel, if you are one of the Pisces that has been through a lot of fear, a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, you know, a lot of obstacles in your way, don't feel that it can't turn around. Because here you are, having accomplished that stability that we talked about with the Four of Wands. The King of Pentacles brings it. And, you know, all those steps that you've been through, even if you're feeling somewhat depleted, it shows that your success is here. You know, they've given me another, they have given me another card. They do want me to take it. Yeah, look at this. Something beautiful is beginning for you, Pisces. Gosh, you've waited a long time for this, some of you. My goodness. And this is something that is so lovely because it's the Ace of Cups. So yeah, we're talking about stuff that makes you feel, something that makes you feel really good. This new beginning is going to, you're always going to feel like, they've just said fits like a glove. It's going to be right for you. It's going to feel right. After a long time of you maybe not feeling right for various reasons, this offer or this position you're going to be in is going to make you feel just so lovely. So lovely. I'm sure I could have used more descriptive words than that, but you know, it is the beginning of something very beautiful. For some of you, it could be the beginning of a new relationship. But yeah, I'm going to do some love readings soon, so look out for those. How funny. For some reason, even though I'd pulled all the cards I wanted to, I just had another little shuffle, and the card they've given is the Page of Pentacles. So if you're feeling that you are nowhere near King of Pentacles energy, where you feel, you know, abundant, you feel on top of everything, you feel, you know, solid and secure, Spirit are saying you're starting your journey, because the Page of Pentacles is here. Their pages are young, they're learning their craft. You're learning how to get through these obstacles. You're still learning, because I know it's been going on a while for some of you. But, you know, we're learning from each experience. We see this leap of faith, this new beginning. We see this foundation being put down and how great that makes you feel. You've got support at the times when you feel a bit anxious about pushing through obstacles. And it's all been a learning curve. Wow. I'm going to leave that on the bottom of the deck over there because, you know, I love my Moonology, and we're going to pull some Moonology to finish off yet again. Let's see. Oop, thank you, Spirit. That was quick. We have Relax. Wow. Yeah, they don't want you to be stressing, Pisces. All the stressing, the worrying, it's been done. So if you get some time, even if you can meditate, if some of you are into meditation, if you can meditate, that's fantastic, you know, because it really helps the mind to calm so you can see things more clearly. But even, as I said, just having some time alone, doing some journaling, even taking a nap, quite frankly, you know, to rest your mind, especially if you've been living in a fear state, then that is really, you know, conducive to you fulfilling your dreams. They want you to open your heart to change. Do you know, that is so difficult, isn't it? If you have been living with constant challenges and then you're living in a fear state, it's very difficult to open up to change. But Spirit are saying it's your time. We're putting this card right in the middle of this reading. It's time for you to be brave, Pisces. You've got people supporting you. It's time for you to say, okay, I can take control of my life now. I have thought about what it is I really do want to, you know, achieve in life and what I want to experience. In order to do that, I've got to open up to change. You know, I love that card. I love these blossoms. They're so gorgeous. And they said, just assess the situation as you go along, you know, and assess what you've achieved as well, Pisces. You've been through a lot, some of you. And as I say, obstacles and challenges, we've been through lots and lots of them in the last few years. So just assess where you're at. You know, yes, you may be tired. Yes, you may be fearful. But you're also dreaming, Pisces. And we're great dreamers, let's be honest. You're dreaming about your destiny. Time to open up and let that destiny come in. Oh, I've just thrown a card out. So let's see what that is. It says go deeper. Yeah, Go deeper into your dreams, your aspirations, your the things that make you feel good, Pisces, you know? Oh my word. Look what's on the bottom of this deck. Take inspired action. What did I say when we talked about a leap of faith earlier? I said it's a time where you're brave and you take that step. That's incredible. Pisces, I will just say to you, and I meant to say this earlier, that if some of you would like me to have a look at your personal situation via a reading, obviously, my Buy Me a Coffee page, the link is in the description box below, and that is where I list my private readings. It's under the shop tab in the Buy Me a Coffee page. If you're watching on a PC, there's also a QR code in the corner of your screen. So if you'd like a personal reading, just have a look at what's on offer and yeah, let me know. In the meantime, I think we're done. Pisces, I hope you enjoyed that reading, and take very good care of yourself. Let that inspiration flow. Take those times just for you so you can really be clear about what your dreams are. And I will read for you all again really soon. Bye for now.